These men will sleep with your woman, be careful. When it comes to relationships and marriages, trust and loyalty are paramount. Unfortunately, infidelity can happen, often leaving a trail of heartbreak and confusion in the union. Understanding the types of men who might pursue someone else's wife or girlfriend can be a step toward recognizing potential risks and safeguarding your relationship. If you ever leave your woman in the hands of these men, just be sure that they will take advantage of her, because they have all it takes to pin a lady down emotionally. If your wife or girlfriend is still hanging around these 8 types of men we are about to discuss in this video, then it's a major red flag. Number 1. A male pastor who acts as a mentor to her. This is not to discredit all pastors. There are still genuine pastors, but under no circumstances should your wife submit to another man in the name of a pastor or a mentor. If only you know how many women some of these pastors sleep around with, then you will understand better. Women are very vulnerable to their pastors than to their husbands. They honor their pastors and hold them at high esteem more than their husbands or boyfriend. Have seen women go to cook for a pastor who is obviously staying alone. Women in the church will share themselves and go in different days to wash, cook and clean for a pastor who lost his wife or stays alone. Is the pastor a stick? What do you think happens there when nobody is there? I met a woman with her child in the mall the other day. She saw a beautiful shoe and the first thing that popped out of her mouth was, "This will be nice for my pastor." I looked at her. She was wearing a ring on her finger. I was shocked. I asked her if she was married and she said yes. And I went further to ask her, "Don't you think this will be nice for your husband?" Her countenance changed. She said her husband has shoes. Can you imagine that? Most pastors are the reason why some women are no longer respectful or giving their full attention to their husband. A man who calls himself a pastor will call your wife to meet him in the office, and your wife will just jump up and go there. Meanwhile, she can't do such with her husband. She will kneel down to greet her pastor who is almost same age with her husband, yet she stands and talks to her husband anyhow. She's ready to buy expensive gifts for her pastor on his birthday, but some cheap boxers and singlets for her husband on his birthday. Does that even make sense? There must be a boundary between your woman and her pastor. Number 2. A politician or a very wealthy man. Money is power. Whoever has it has some level of authority and influence over those who don't have it. Don't trust your woman with a politician. A man shared with me how a politician picked him up from the crowd, gave him money and gave him a good job, and employed his wife as his personal secretary. He was sleeping with the woman, anytime and anyhow he wants. He caught them one day but was threatened never to speak to anyone about it, else he will be jailed. Of course he had the power, and the man couldn't believe his eyes. After some months, he ended the marriage and traveled out. The politician used the woman and sacked her and picked someone else. When you see a politician being so nice with your wife, just be very careful about it. Number 3. A bestie who is an emotional supporter. Your wife or girlfriend has no right to keep another man as a bestie, an emotional supporter, or just a friend who is more than a friend. If a woman agrees to walk the love journey with you, it should be you and you alone. Besties are the reason why misunderstandings take so long to be resolved. Because your partner will run to them and they will seize the opportunity to play around with her heart. But when there's no bestie, everybody will want to reconcile fast because no one is coming to fan the flames. She will say he's just a friend, he is just a friend, yet she's telling him a lot about the relationship or marriage. He's just a friend, yet she will pass the night in his place when you guys have issues. Some will say, "You know, I met him before I met you." Wow. Since you met him before meeting your man, if your bestie was that special, why didn't you date him? Why giving space for a third party in your relationship or marriage? A guy told me how a lady accused her husband of cheating. They had issues that night and she ran to his place, and funny enough it happened.